I remember buying my first guitar. It was only $20 and I bought it off a kid that lived down the street from my house. And I played that thing a lot and I didn't really know what to do with it. I just was plucking around. I think the first song I learned was like something like that. I learned from my friend Paul. And but that's beyond the point. What does this have to do with masculinity and biblical manhood and being a man? When I got the guitar, I kind of had to figure it out myself. There's a lot of things I got lessons from, people teaching me how to do things. But it wouldn't have worked out if I didn't practice. If I didn't put the time in to put the work in to practice, I wouldn't know the figurines. I wouldn't know how to do anything. And that's the same thing that God gives you. God gave you responsibility, man. And in Genesis chapter 1 or 2, no, 2, he said, let us make man in his own image. And he put Adam in a garden and told him to have dominion and subdue. And it was part of the calling, the creation mandate to subdue the earth. But if you notice, if you go back and read that, there were no directions. He just said, here, man, subdue, figure it out as you go along. I will be there to guide you, give you principles. Because there's principles of playing the guitar. Like you got to put your fingers on the strings to make the noise. You got to make sure you pluck. There's all these principles. You got to put them in the right sequence to make a chord. But there's no, there's a formula. There's more of a formula to playing the guitar than there is to being a biblical man, which is something that you have to figure out by doing. And it's okay to figure things out, make mistakes along the way, and figure stuff out. And it's okay. But it's very, very important for you to understand that this is a journey that you do have to figure out. No one's going to be able to be a man for you. You're going to have to get the books. You're going to have to get the mentors. You're going to have to get in the brotherhood and fellowship. You're going to have to find a church that can spur you along in the gospel. You're going to have to be that man. And as you are absorbing all this information, is up to you to put the time in, to put the fingers on the strings and learn what this means to be a man. Learn how to play the instrument. Learn how to play the man. And that's what I'll leave you with. It's up to you to figure it out. And you can figure it out and end up making beautiful sounds, music, mistakes. All that is part of growing up to be a man. It's part of growing up and being a man and being a godly man and being a hero is making these mistakes and making these growth processes and really learning how to do things that you're not comfortable with at first. Because just like playing a guitar, you develop calluses and things like that and new ways of doing stuff. Stuff like you wouldn't even know. Like that was a horrible scale, but you get what I'm saying, right? That these things are way more important. It's way more important for you to enjoy practicing, enjoy the learning and things like that than it is for you to get it perfect all the time, because it's impossible for you to get perfect all the time. Because unlike playing an instrument, we're working on principles. Okay, we're working on the principles of masculinity, the principles of manhood, and those are only learned by doing and experimenting and trying, taking opportunities like a couple 25 men did not too long ago, going to a father-daughter dance that was hosted by Restoring Heroes Project. you got to take a chance. You got to be okay with messing up and going back at it. And the starting process of figuring it out is to understand that you have to be a man, so you might as well put it in. So sometimes it's just doing. You learn, you talk to other guys, you learn from them, learn from other fathers, learn from other husbands, and you just do the work. You do what's in front of you, do what your hands find to do. And then it's going back to the drawing board when things don't work out right all the way. You redo, you change things, you adapt, you learn like that. But sitting on your hands and doing nothing is not what we're going to do as heroes. It's your duty. This is your sense. This is your duty. This is a call to action for you to, and you have permission through God. God will give you guidance and wisdom. He'll put people around you to lead you and guide you. He'll multiply your efforts as you go out and you try and you do and you're trying to figure out. There's grace in trying to figure it out. But don't sit on your hands. Don't do it. Don't not do. The worst thing you can do is be passive. That's what I'm trying to say. So, look, how are you figuring out? What are things that you didn't know when you first started this journey and being a husband and being a father that now you know that you wish you know earlier? There's a couple guys, there's men in that I want you to reach out to in the comments. So in the comments below, write down the things that you wish you know earlier. Am I saying that right? The things that you wish you knew earlier, the lessons that you learned in your life that helped you be a better husband now and a better father now. So if you want help on this journey, there's something that you need, a couple of things you need to realize. The first thing you need to realize is you need a mentor. You need someone there to have your back. Check out this video and I'll see you next video or next time. Whatever.